good night and welcome back to the Coffeevaners. I'm Alan.
I'm Ali.
And today we're going to talk about getting ready for off-grid caravanning. And that is not having electric hookup. So we're still expecting to go to site and have water and waste disposal, which we will. But this is kind of no electricity caravanning. And it's something we've never done before.
And Ali's getting frightened because she needs a special hairdryer to dry her hair. Or else I'm like the banshee out of you don't know what on the morning.
Well, yeah, hair Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman springs to mind, wasn't it? But there's some things we've thought about, and we thought it would be worth passing on to you as well about what we're thinking about off-grid caravanning. And there's not a great deal of videos out there, so if you do off-grid caravanning, please leave us some hints, tips, notes, or whatever in the comments, and let us know how you off-grid caravan, because we're absolutely new to this, and it's totally
First weekend away, next
weekend is our
off-grid.
So when you're seeing this on Wednesday evening, then we're literally a couple of days away from heading off to a farmer's field in the middle of the Durham Dales for a weekend off grid. Right, so we had some thoughts about things that the site has actually told us we need to have, and what we need to do. And the first one is we've got to have the green eco fluid,
which we always use.
But and thankfully, since we got back into caravanning last August, we've always used the green fluid. So that's kind of taken care of because of septic tanks and all the rest of it. And I don't think we'll ever use the pink and the blue. When we got this caravan, it came with two small bottles, didn't it? One pink and one blue to use, and
they're still in the cupboard,
and we've never bothered them at all. And I think that's because we've got our own environmental sort of ethics, and we prefer to use the green, don't we? The second thing is we know we're going to use more gas, because we're going to be using gas for the fridge, the heating, and the cooking, because we've not got the 240 volt. Hopefully we won't need
we don't need the heating on.
Hopefully we won't need the heating on. But we're still going to be cooking and using the fridge on gas. Now we don't know whether the fridge, we've got a domestic fridge in this caravan, we don't know if the fridge is going to be colder on gas, or whether it's going to be, we're going to need to increase the temperature to drop it down whilst we're away. Let us know how have you coped with a domestic fridge. Do you need to increase the setting to reduce the coldness compared to when it's running on 240 volt electric? And of course the cooking. Well, thankfully we've now got the Kadak.
That's where all the cooking will be done.
Not that we haven't got a cooker. We have a very nice 3-burner hob with hot plate and a grill and an oven, and it works perfectly, by the way.
But Alan likes Kadak Corner.
Burnt offerings in Kadak Corner are my speciality, so that's where we're going.
No, we've only had burnt offerings once, which was a pizza, which was our mistake.
But
we gathered that.
But we do, obviously we're going to use more gas, because we're going to be cooking on gas as well as the fridge. The third thing on our list is
the other thing is we haven't got our coffee maker. We've got to use the kettle.
We're going to come to that. 12 volt appliances. Of course, we've kind of never really bothered, because all the lighting in here is LED, and things like the toilet flush is 12 volt. The taps all run off the 12 volt system, and we've now got the bigger leisure battery and the solar panel, so hopefully that'll keep us with a little bit of charge if it doesn't rain. But we do have the problem that
it's going to be fun.
We don't have some luxuries that we usually take away. So we're not going to have a toaster. we haven't got used to the microwave, but saying that we don't use the microwave anyway so much.
Our big downfall is our coffee machine.
The coffee machine. We're not contemplating buying an inverter. We're thinking the Nespresso coffee machine is going to be totally out of action. So we're going to have to think of new coffee making ideas, and we're not sure whether we're going to go down the sort of cafetiere route
or packet route,
or packet or instant route. And we're not great lovers of instant coffee at all. Packets don't sound too good to me either.
No.
So whether we go for something that's maybe gas based, percolator or something of that nature. Do you drink strong coffee? Are you coffee lovers? Let us know how you cook, how you brew your coffee
when you're off grid.
Because I like tarmac in a cup in the morning to get me going, and I think I'm gonna be struggling without the coffee machine and some really strong coffee in the morning. But we're gonna suck it and see. Let's see where we go.
Give it a go.
And the last thing we thought of with going off grid is we're going on a farmer's field. Now we're not expecting this to be, Bowling Green flat by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh.
So I'm fairly sure we're going to need the steady blocks.
Yeah.
So we have the Malenko steady pads. So we've bought the what they call stacker jack things to go underneath to sort of spread out the weight and all the rest of it. Hopefully it's not soaking wet, because we've had a bit of rain recently, haven't we?
It's supposed to go out next week.
So hopefully this next week it'll dry out a little bit. We're thinking about taking the carpets up in the caravan so we can maybe keep them a little bit decent, because we don't want to be traipsing mud and all the rest of it in. We do use puppy pads, don't we? No, they're not puppy pads, are they?
No, at the front of your door, when it's all wet and everything, I don't want you traipsing mud in. So my daughter said to me, get the Ben's nightwear pads. It's when you're training your Ben not to wee in the bed.
That's children, Ben, children.
Right, children, when they're not weeing in the bed, you put one of these on, and if the wee, your mattress doesn't get wet, the Ben pee on these pads. So I use these pads down my door. They're called.
They're called dry nights or something.
Yeah, dry nights.
And basically they're like a 300 by 600 pad that's basically a square nappy, if you like, and it just soaks up all the water, and that takes all the water off your bottom of your shoes and all the muck and all the rest of it. So we're not taking that onto the carpet, and it's worked really well for us. But we're thinking, because we're going off grid and onto a field, that maybe we need to take the carpets up, roll them up, put them away somewhere safe, at least in the, if you like, this L-shaped lounge area. Maybe not in the bedroom area, because we're walking about in bare feet and things like that, but definitely in this area, just to try and keep it a little bit cleaner, because this is vinyl and it'll wipe down easier, won't it? So any tips you can give us for off-grid caravanning, or without electric hookup in a farmer's field type caravanning, will be really appreciated from you people that are good at it. Because
we've done it before.
Because
it's our first time this weekend.
But we've never done it before, have we? Ever?
No. Yeah.
So
we're going for it.
We're gonna have a bash. It's got two chances of being good or bad, hasn't it? We're meeting some friends, which is a good thing, and they've done a little bit of off-gridding from the sound of things, so we can take some tips from them. And worst comes to the worst, if the lights go out, I've got some power banks to charge the phone up, so at least we'll have a torch if nothing else.
If it all comes to where Alice can say, Alan, drive us home. We're not far away from
and
home.
that's something else we've done as well, because it's our first off-grid. We're only, 40 minutes from home.
Yeah.
We're heading up into the Durham Dales, it's actually in Richmondshire.
Yeah.
So North Yorkshire essentially, but not a million miles from the Dominic Cummings experience at Barnard Castle.
I need my eyes tested.
You might do on the way back. So that's our next week. That's what's happening next weekend. We'll obviously report back to you just how good or how bad it's been. And
I'm hoping it's going to be good.
we're looking forward to actually going off grid and taking advantage of some of these sites that are not anywhere near major places, so we can actually go out walking and sort of enjoying the parts of the country that you wouldn't ordinarily see from going to larger sites that are sort of well publicised. We'll see how it goes. Could be worse,
Could be bad.
and if it is,
I'm coming home. He's bringing us home.
right. On that note, note. What's note?
Note.
We'll call it a day for this video. Thanks very much for watching. You take care, stay safe. Please leave us some comments below and let us know about your off-grid experience. Consider subscribing to the channel. It's totally free. And Ali likes subscribers. She kind of looks at them and thinks we're doing all right here. We've got over 500. But anyway, thanks very much. You take care, stay safe, and we'll catch up with you in the next one. All right.
Okay.
Ta-da.
Bye. Subscribe.